Hello, everybody, and we want to welcome you to our weekly Skype interviews as we go around the Valley Football League. And joining us now from Western Illinois, Jimmy Holtschlag. And Jimmy, glad to have you with us as we kind of get a chance to get to know you up close and personal. How's everything going today?
It's going pretty well.
Awesome. Hey, let's talk first about your season so far. You're having a great year, and obviously, some difference with the new coaching staff coming in. What have been kind of the differences between last year and this year?
This year we've got some new schemes going into the game. There's a lot more emphasis on the special teams aspect of the game, and really it's a whole new feel with a lot of new energy coming into the program.
That's the one thing I noticed on Saturday when we were up there for the South Dakota State game is there's a lot more energy. You guys are really buying into what Coach Nielsen's bringing to the table.
Oh yeah, everybody's in on board, and it's important to have everybody on board and to make sure everybody's buying in because you can't be successful without it.
Talk a little bit about your season so far individually. Obviously one of the leaders, for the Leathernecks. And really, when you talk about you've been around the conference for a little while. You're one of the guys that teams got to stop in order to be successful.
Mm, uh, yeah, I feel like I've been around quite a bit, and that experience really helps me on the field. And really, I've had a great experience in this college in this conference.
You've had a chance to play not only just the Valley Football Conference teams, but some of the great non-conference teams, and you guys haven't shied away from a lot of folks. What are the difference between some of the teams you play out of conference compared to the Valley?
When you're playing some of those earlier season teams, you're still FCS teams, but not Missouri Valley. They're not quite as tough. I feel like the Valley is just one of the most competitive conferences out there. But when you're talking about the FBS teams, those guys they're up there for a reason. So that's always a great challenge to have, and it's always a good time.
And when you play those teams, you also have the fact that, hey, by the way, the two-time national champions play in our conference, and you guys have actually hung with them over the last couple of years. So I mean, it's got to be kind of cool having that in your back pocket as well.
Yeah, I remember my first career start was actually against North Dakota State at the Fargo Dome, and that was a really great victory for us. And really, that's always just going to be a memory of mine that I'm always going to keep. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed that we haven't been able to play them the last 2 years due to the addition of South Dakota into the conference, making the conference a little bigger. But they were always a great opponent to play against, and it was a lot of fun to play against them.
Let's talk a little bit about you away from the football field. And I know in season it's kind of tough, but what are some of the things you like to do away from the football field?
Well, like you said, I don't have a whole lot of time to myself with finishing up my undergrad right now and football. I'm on quite a few organizations as well, but when I can, I like to just relax at home with my friends and maybe play some video games. Once in a while, if the weather is nice enough, it's getting towards the point where I'm not able to do this anymore. I like to go fishing. I like to do some outdoors things, but with football taking up most of my time, yeah, it's not something I get to do a whole lot.
Yeah, and even in off season, it's either meetings or it's doing some lifting and things like that. So it kind of makes it a little tough to be able to do some different things.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
What are you majoring in, and kind of what's the game plan for you moving forward?
My major is agriculture science. I got a minor in chemistry and zoology as well, and the plan is to get into veterinary school. I've already sent in applications, just waiting on that right now, and I'm just going to play it from there.
Outstanding. Well, Jimmy, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. We appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way, and have a great rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Visiting with Western Illinois' Jimmy Holtschlag on our Skype series as we let you meet some of the great players in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. I'm Jim Powers. Have a great week, and as always, go Missouri Valley Football Conference teams as they hit the road.